After 60, many men notice subtle changes in their erections, slower to respond, less firm, or fading too quickly. While aging does play a role, the food on your plate can quietly be sabotaging your sexual health. One surprising culprit: a seemingly harmless vegetable you've probably eaten your whole life. It's not about one bite here or there. It's about the cumulative effect over decades. This vegetable contains compounds that, in excess, can constrict blood vessels and interfere with the nitric oxide your body needs to get and keep an erection. Erections are all about blood flow. If your arteries are narrowed, sluggish, or inflamed, your penis will be the first place to show trouble. In fact, doctors often say erectile problems can be an early warning sign of cardiovascular disease, sometimes years before a heart attack. After 60, your circulation naturally slows and your hormone balance shifts. Eating this vegetable regularly can speed that decline, making intimacy frustrating or impossible. The tragedy is that most men don't connect what's on their fork to what's happening in their bedroom. But once you understand the link, you can make smarter choices, protect your performance, and keep passion alive well into your later years. Most men think erections are purely about arousal and hormones, but in reality, they're almost entirely about circulation. An erection is a complex hydraulic event. Blood flows rapidly into the spongy tissue of the penis. The veins constrict to keep it trapped, and pressure builds to create firmness. If your cardiovascular system is compromised in any way, your penis is often the first place you'll notice the warning signs. Why? Because the blood vessels in the penis are much smaller than the ones leading to your heart or brain, about 1–2 millimeters in diameter. That means even a tiny bit of narrowing or stiffness in those vessels can slow or block the flow. You could have early plaque buildup or reduced elasticity in your arteries and not feel any chest pain or dizziness, but you will notice weaker, slower, or inconsistent erections. This is why many doctors call erectile dysfunction the canary in the coal mine for men's health. If your blood can't flow freely into the penis, it's a strong indicator it's not flowing freely elsewhere either. Often, ED shows up years before a man experiences a heart attack, stroke, or other serious cardiovascular problem. After 60, these circulation issues become more likely simply due to aging. Arteries naturally lose flexibility, and years of dietary habits, stress, and lack of exercise can speed that process. Add in the fact that testosterone production gradually declines, further reducing the body's ability to maintain strong erections, and the challenge becomes even greater. The critical takeaway here is that erectile changes aren't just a bedroom problem. They're a whole body health signal. If you notice you're not getting as firm as before, taking longer to respond, or losing your erection midway, it's time to think beyond the bedroom. Those symptoms could be telling you your cardiovascular system needs attention now. The good news is that improving blood flow can improve erections at any age. Exercise, quitting smoking, managing stress, and making dietary changes to support healthy arteries can help restore performance. But first, you have to recognize that erections are a reflection of your vascular health, and ignoring that connection can cost far more than your sex life. When people hear vegetables, they immediately think of health, vitality, and disease prevention, and for the most part, that's true. But not every vegetable is harmless for every person, especially when consumed in excess over time. There's one particular vegetable common in kitchens worldwide that can quietly undermine your circulation, and after 60, that damage shows up first where you least want it, in your erections. This vegetable contains naturally occurring compounds that, in high amounts, interfere with your body's ability to produce nitric oxide, a gas molecule your blood vessels need to relax and widen. Without enough nitric oxide, your arteries remain tight and narrow, reducing the flow of nutrient-rich, oxygenated blood to the penis. That's like trying to fill a water balloon through a pinched straw. It simply doesn't work well. For men under 40 with strong, elastic arteries, the impact may be small. But after 60, when your blood vessels are already stiffer from aging and years of wear and tear, that same compound can tip you over the edge from working fine to not working at all. What's worse is that this vegetable often appears in so-called healthy dishes, so most men never suspect it could be part of the problem. This isn't about demonizing a single food, it's about context. Eating it occasionally, in small amounts, is unlikely to destroy your sex life. But when it becomes a staple, especially if paired with other artery-damaging habits like high sugar intake, processed fats, and inactivity, it accelerates the breakdown of your vascular system. And because the blood vessels in your penis are so small, they're the first to suffer. Think about it. You could be doing everything else right, staying active, managing stress, keeping your weight in check, and still struggle with intimacy simply because one food is repeatedly sabotaging your circulation. It's like trying to win a race with the brakes half-pressed. The real solution isn't just to avoid this vegetable completely, but to balance your diet with foods that actively improve blood flow. Leafy greens rich in nitrates, vitamin C, packed fruits, omega-3 fatty acids from fish and nuts, and plenty of water. These foods restore nitric oxide production, improve arterial flexibility, and help keep the hydraulic system of your body running smoothly, no matter your age. Erectile dysfunction is often brushed off as a normal part of aging, but that belief is not only wrong, it's dangerous. While it's true that erections may take a little more time or stimulation after 60, a sudden or progressive decline in firmness, stamina, or responsiveness is rarely just about age. More often, it's your body waving a red flag that something deeper and potentially life-threatening is going on. Here's the medical truth. The same blood vessels that supply your penis also supply your heart, brain, and the rest of your body. Because penile arteries are smaller, they're the first to show the effects of vascular damage long before you experience symptoms in larger arteries. In other words, what's happening in your bedroom may be a preview of what's coming for your heart. Studies show that men who develop erectile dysfunction often experience heart attacks or strokes within 3 to 5 years if the underlying cause isn't addressed. The link is so strong that some cardiologists now use ED as an early screening tool for cardiovascular disease. It can also point to other hidden conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, hormonal imbalances, or chronic inflammation that silently erode your health. After 60, ignoring these warning signs becomes even riskier. Many men chalk up performance problems to stress or low testosterone and go straight to pills like Viagra without investigating the root cause. While these medications may temporarily improve erections, they do nothing to fix the damaged arteries, unstable blood sugar, or clogged vessels underneath. It's like painting over rust. You might hide the problem for a while, but the structure is still weakening. ED can also signal broader metabolic issues. If your insulin levels are high, your cholesterol is out of balance, or you're dealing with chronic inflammation, the damage to your endothelium. The thin lining inside your blood vessels reduces their ability to expand and contract properly. That affects not just your sex life, but your longevity. The most important mindset shift is this. Erectile dysfunction isn't just about performance, it's about survival. When your body struggles to direct blood to the penis, it's often struggling everywhere else too. Taking ED seriously, getting medical evaluation, and making lifestyle changes can not only restore intimacy, but also extend and improve your life. If poor blood flow is the silent killer of erections, then food is either the weapon or the shield. After 60, every bite you take plays a bigger role in how your body performs, not just in the gym or at the doctor's office, but in the bedroom. The truth is, you can't supplement or medicate a diet that damages your arteries. If you want strong, reliable erections, your plate needs to work with you, not against you. The first step is removing or limiting foods that harm circulation. That includes heavily processed meats, deep fried foods, excess sugar, refined carbs, and in some cases, specific vegetables that block nitric oxide production. These foods inflame and stiffen the arteries, making it harder for blood to reach the penis. If your arteries are like a garden hose, these foods are the grit, sludge, and kinks that stop the flow. Next, you replace them with foods proven to improve vascular health. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and rocket arugula are rich in dietary nitrates that boost nitric oxide naturally. Berries are packed with antioxidants that protect your blood vessels from oxidative stress. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines deliver omega-3 fatty acids that keep your arteries flexible. Nuts and seeds, especially walnuts and flax seeds, support healthy cholesterol levels, reducing plaque buildup. Don't underestimate the power of hydration either. Dehydration thickens the blood, forcing your heart to work harder and making it harder to get a firm erection. Drinking enough water daily helps keep blood flowing smoothly, ensuring your hydraulic system is ready when you are. It's also worth adding foods rich in L-arginine, an amino acid found in turkey, chicken, lentils, and chickpeas, which serves as a building block for nitric oxide. Combined with vitamin C from citrus fruits or peppers, your body can produce more of the gas needed to relax blood vessels and flood the penis with blood. The beauty of this approach is that it works for your whole body, not just your sex life. When you fuel your body with circulation-friendly foods, you also protect your heart, brain, and energy levels. It's a win-win: longer life, better health, and a renewed ability to enjoy intimacy without relying solely on pills. When it comes to sexual health after 60, too many men focus on quick fixes while ignoring the deeper truth. Your erections are not just about desire, they're about circulation, heart health, and the overall vitality of your body. That means the choices you make at the dinner table, in your daily routine, and with your medical checkups will determine whether you thrive in your later years or slowly fade without realizing it's happening. This isn't about fear, it's about control. The same small, deliberate actions that protect your arteries will also protect your intimacy. By identifying foods that hurt your performance, adding those that strengthen blood flow, and treating erectile changes as an early health alarm, you're not just saving your sex life, you're adding years to your life. Remember, your body is talking to you all the time. Don't ignore it. The earlier you act, the easier it is to reverse damage and restore both confidence and function.